Human trafficking comes before us in many forms. A lot of times individuals that come before us not as victims, but as offenders. My name is Mario White. I'm a district court judge here in the 5th Judicial District, which consists of Sampson, Duplin, Jones, and Onslow County. You may have somebody in your courtroom who comes charged with a prostitution charge, who is a victim of human trafficking. And so a lot of times we will miss the cues of this individual being a victim as opposed to being an offender. In juvenile court, we may have a juvenile who's a runaway who may be a victim of human trafficking, but we're dealing with that individual as a runaway instead of as the victim of human trafficking. So it's important for judges to recognize the individuals for who they are as opposed to who's just standing before us. A definition of human trafficking that I normally look at is it involves compelling or coercing a person to provide labor or services. And it's an interesting definition because it's not always a stranger that does the coercing or the force, and it's not always physical force. It could be through manipulation. A lot of these individuals are where they are because their traffickers fulfill a need. Some need housing, some need food, some need just the love and attention of that these human traffickers provide. And so we have to, as judges, recognize that sometimes this offender standing before me could be a victim.
It's a sad case overall. Really, human trafficking is a sad thing. And us as district court judges, we deal with sad cases nonstop, 9 to 5, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I'm Lou Olivera. I've been a district court judge in Cumberland County for about 13 years. I think judges need to know about human trafficking is that you don't really see the indicators of it. It presents itself in many different ways, whether trespassing cases or in abuse and neglect court where you have issues concerning children. And many times I see it in petty or minor drug offenses. If it goes unrecognized, the victim is in an environment where the perpetrator usually isolates them from anyone that would really care about them, whether that's family, friends, law enforcement, social services. So that is kind of the MO of the perpetrators, to kind of isolate them, make that victim be dependent on the perpetrator, whether it's a drug dependency, whether it's dependency for home or money or finances, or whether it's dependency over children. And so it's that addictive behavior, whether it's narcotics or drugs or personality or emotional. And so when you see that, you have to kind of intervene quickly.
It depends on what courtroom I'm in. If I'm in criminal court, of course, the first thing I do is I'll contact the district attorney's office or law enforcement. If I'm in juvenile court, I will contact a juvenile court counselor. Or if it's a DSS case, I'll contact DSS or DSS's attorney. There's a number of times that I've contacted DSS attorney to investigate cases that I thought there might be some issues with. And so those are some of the resources that I use or that I have at hand when I suspect there's something more going on than what's before me. As I said, a victim comes before you for charged with prostitution as an offender. They're afraid to tell you what happened because the perpetrator's not been arrested. And so this individual, if released from custody, goes back out and may have to stand before this perpetrator. And so the goal for me is, first of all, to get that resolved, where if the offender victim won't have that issue to deal with. The other thing is to then provide resources, because this individual now has been trafficked, need therapy, need housing, need everything they can to get back on their feet, where hopefully they won't have to go back through that again. That is one of the biggest problems that I see is resources. We got to have the resources. And without the resources, these individuals end up right back to where they are.
And so to get the victim out of that sphere of influence from the perpetrator, you have to de-isolate them from the perpetrator. And part of that is they're used to that. That's their comfort zone. And some people can't understand it, but if you sit back and understand it, it's a dependency. And so that dependency, you have to kind of break that. And many times that victim is not wanting to break that. It's kind of what they know. And so, but you got to slow it down. You have to kind of ask your questions, you kind of have to uncover it a little bit. And then once you do, you're feeling this idea of what's going on, you can make some orders. You can have no contact orders. You can have for DSS orders. You can bring in the private community partners. We do that in Vets Court often. We have a plethora, a vast resource list of private partners. You may not have a Worth Court. We have a Worth Court here in Cumberland County. Our Chief Judge, Judge King, spearheaded it. She does an amazing job. So in your court, you can make these part of your orders. You refer them to services, contact law enforcement, get your law enforcement involved.
I brought this card in, and I don't know if you can see this or not. It's ACE's Informed Courts, and it talks about keys to trauma-informed court interactions. And it gives judges a really good insight on how to deal with these individuals coming before you. Because this is trauma-based. This is all about trauma.
These are heartbreaking cases. So when you leave for the day, but return back refreshed. And if you need to take a minute, take a minute. You're not going to be able to answer all the questions. You're not going to be able to kind of fix everything the moment you see it. But take your time, ask your questions, do the best you can, make your orders, and then revisit it.
Because these are human beings we're dealing with, and we are human beings that are hearing it. And so as judges, we have to be mindful of our own well-being, because if not, it will affect us as well.
Take care of the community. We're here for that. Take care of the community, but also take care of yourself. If you're not kind of fresh-faced, fresh-brained, fresh-eyed, you're not good to anybody.